Hi people, today I will explain about Linux commands. The commands that I used in daily life. These are the foundational commands to Linux administrators or the Linux users. Most of the software engineers are also know about these commands, and it is crucial to know about these commands. So first command to log in into any server or to log in into any Linux server, we run a command called ssh-i private key username @IP address. This command will log in into the server. It will prompt for a interactive approval. By there, we can simply log in into the server. A virtual server create a secure shell connection to the local server. By there, we work on that server. We run multiple Linux commands, like to check the username. Uname is a command which show the present username in the server. After that, to know where you are, just run a command called whoami. It represents the absolute path where you are. Next, the commands that you are running. For example, which. A which command is used to know on which executable you are running. For example, to find the Docker, which Docker. It shows the path of the Docker. We run commands on the terminal. A shell is an interface between the operating system and the user. A terminal is a black screen that we run commands. I run a command docker logs. This command run in the background at the place of /bin/docker. It's a executable path to run the Docker files, but this process will work internally as the user run commands on the terminal, but in the background the commands actually execute in the executables. So to find the executables, we know with which command. Which Docker will show the executable where the Docker commands are running on the terminal, running in the operating system or on the operating system. Find. A find command is used to find a file or the directory in the root. A root is a file system. A find command is used to find the file or a directory in the file system. PWD. PWD shows the present working directory or print working directory. For example, you enter into the home directory of the user. If you run pwd, it will show the /home/ubuntu. That's it. cd command is used to change directory. So if I am in home directory of the user, now I want to get into another directory, then I will use the cd directory name. Copy. cp is a copy command which copy the text from one file to other file. Move. A move command is also act like a copy command, but essentially it can modify the names while executing the things. A move file change the name of a existing file and also move the file from parent directory to child directory or from child directory to parent directory or to anywhere in the file system. A move command is used to move a file or the directory from one location to other location. On the server, multiple services run in the background. To know the status of those services, to enable those services, to start those services, to restart and to disable those services, there are multiple commands are injected or used in daily life. For example, SSH is a process, Docker is a process. So like that, there are multiple processes will be run in the background. For example, I am running an application on the server. If the application got error, without manual intervention, to restart the application, I write a daemon file and I will start the service. Then even if the application goes down because of any error or because of disaster recovery, Linux or the operating system automatically retrieves the application to restart. This is happened because of background processes are called daemon process. So to know the status of these services or about the application status, there are some particular commands. To interact with those services, we use a command called systemctl. So a systemctl command is used to interact with the services which are running in the background. So there are 5 crucial commands to know about the background process. For status, sudo systemctl ssh status, sudo systemctl enable ssh, sudo systemctl disable ssh, sudo systemctl start ssh, sudo systemctl restart ssh. These are the commands to interact with the background services. So these are the commands I am familiar with, and most of the DevOps users, these are the foundational commands to learn and to repeat it in their everyday life. Apart that, I am going to discuss about my day. Today, I woke up at 5:30 a.m. Later, I meditated for a while. After that, I practiced gratitude. Later, I wrote in my journal. After that, I completed my household chore works. Later, I went to my fields for guava. I went to my fields to brought guavas. I returned back to my home. I took a shower. I prayed to God. I had my breakfast. I applied to jobs on LinkedIn platform, Indeed platform and Naukri platform. Later, I studied about IAM. I studied about AWS IAM. In the afternoon, I had my lunch. Later, I practiced tongue twisters and vocal exercises. After that, I practiced Linux. Later, I had some snacks. I completed some household chore works. After that, I learned Terraform. I wrote Terraform topics. Later, I have my dinner. After that, I met Krishna brother to discuss about AWS IAM. Finally, I am recording this video. After that, I will go to sleep. That's all about my day, and that's about the video. Thank you. Thank you.